Watch that sound.
This is Love After Lockup, episode 4, season 4. It'll be in the title. So we see Ricky and Ray Dean. So Ricky and his lover Ray Dean. They go over to her parents' house for Thanksgiving. She puts her lesbian lover in the middle, and Ricky, he's uncomfortable about that. But here's what I'm gonna say to you, Rick. Get away from this woman, cause she don't want to be with you. Get out. Get out. She don't want to be with you. She wants to be with that woman. Get out. Because she don't want to be with you. And then you like, oh, I'm in my feelings. You should be. Because you know what? She don't want to be with you. She don't want to be with you, my dude. So you need to go see if you can find you somebody else to be with. Because she don't want to be with you. And that's my opinion on that. Next couple. Kayla and Martell. So we see Kayla, she is going to pick up Martell because he's getting 2 days. He's getting a 2-day pass to go home, and they go back to her apartment, and he sees that there is crumbs on the stove and there is clothes in her room, and he asks her, like, why is these crumbs? When the last time you cleaned it? And she said, well, I was coming to pick you up from the bus stop. I had to go and pick you up at the bus stop. Here's the thing. No excuse for being nasty. There's no excuse for being nasty. There is no excuse for being nasty, which tells me you probably wear the same tampon for 3 days. That's what that tells me. Because see, me, I would have had a problem with that as well. But that's just me. So he goes down, he walks out, and she was like, I don't know why he getting mad. She talking to her girlfriend. And guess what? Your friend, your girlfriend, she a fool too. She another one. Because there's no way that you can justify that, Kayla. Ain't no justifying that, Kayla. Please understand, that's nasty. And I don't blame, and guess what else? I don't blame Martell for going downstairs, calling his friend, and getting in the car and leaving. Because all you have to do was be like, let me get this up right now. That's all you had to do. But instead, you wanted to be like, oh, why I got it clean? problematic. Next couple. Chance and Taylor. So Chance and Taylor, they're at their house. He orders pizza because he said he hadn't had pizza in like 10 years. And he gets mad at Taylor because he said, "Why are you not eating this pizza? Why are you not eating? Why are you not eating this pizza? Why did you have me order this? Why did you have me order this pizza?" And blah, 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 blah. My man, Chance. Let me explain something to you. Come here. If she don't eat, she don't have to eat. If she don't want to eat, she don't have to eat. And guess what else? It's not a big deal as you're making it seem. Because it's just pizza. It's 8 o'clock at night. And if she don't want to eat it, she don't have to. Because guess what? That's her prerogative. So we see Chan's sister Taylor's sister talk to Taylor. And Taylor's sister is like, you just gonna let him talk to you like that? And she's like, well, he's going through things and blah blah blah. The hell with that. I would have been the petty one, and I would have called the police. And I would have had them remove you. Cause you would have like, never mind. But that's just me. Next couple. Kevin, Tiffany. Kevin and Tiffany. So Tiffany told him not to show up to the halfway house. He takes it upon himself to show up anyway. And guess what? Tiffany has somebody else picking her up from prison. And he like, oh, who is this? And she's like, well, I told him not to come. I told him not to show up. Your fault, Kevin. Your fault. Because if somebody told me not to show up somewhere, guess the fuck what? I'm not coming. And you want to get in that man's face, and then on next week's episode, we gonna have to wait until next week's episode to find out if y'all get into it or not. But Kevin, this is your fault because she told you not to come. Certainly last but not least is Indy and Harry. They're the last couple. Then I'm done. So we see Harry and Indy. We see Indy first. She's in her cleaning up the dishes and stuff. And her daughter is like, where's Poppy Daddy? Which I still got an issue with that. But anywho. And she's like, I don't know where Puppy Daddy is. Because she said that she dropped Harry off last night, but he didn't come home. And the rule and the thing is, he's supposed to be at his sister's house every night. So he gets back. They sit on the couch. And she was like, you were supposed to come home last night. You didn't come home last night. And he's like, oh, you being controlling and you're doing all of this thing. And she like, no, it has nothing to do with control. You have to communicate. If you're going to be out, you have to communicate with me and say, I'm going to be out, which I agree. Why you didn't just say, I'm staying out with my friend? There's nothing wrong with that. But you better not let your PO find out. But there's nothing wrong with that. And he's like, you're treating me like a child. You are a child, Harry. You are a child. Because that's what you act like. That's what you act like. You are a child. You are. Stop acting like one, and people don't have to treat you like one. Next scene, we see Harry and Harry's mom. They're talking because apparently his stepfather was abusive. And he like, Mama, I got this scratch on my head. But I never wanted to talk to you about it. Or I felt some type of way. This is why, again, you have to communicate. You have to communicate. Communication is the key. Next scene, we see Harry and his sister and the other sister, and they're all eating together, and he's like, well, I'm sorry, I didn't stay and eat dinner my first night out. And his sister was like, that's what family do. We go through things. Next scene, we see Indy and Harry. They're in the car. Harry is driving. We see a cop car pull up behind them. He gets stopped. And he's all like, I don't want them to pull up my record because I don't know what's going to happen and blah, 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 because I'm not supposed to be driving. And the cop gave him a ticket and told him to move on about his day. And Indy, she just got in the driver's seat and they drove. But Harry, here's my question to you, man. Why are you doing stupid shit? You want to go back to jail. But anyway, y'all, let me know what y'all think about this review. Give me a thumbs up, give me a like, comment, and subscribe to this video. And I will talk to y'all in the next one. Deuces.
Ooh, that's that sound.
Another day to production.